I returned from Los Angeles last night, and the devastation out there is catastrophic in California. Thousands of houses, schools, businesses burned to the ground. Communities wiped out, lives lost, families forever changed. They're the worst fires to ever hit Los Angeles, ever. And as soon as these fires broke out, I approved the Fire Management Assistance Grants. That's a term of art and how we get help to local officials. And this morning, due to the magnitude of the disaster, I was talking with the governor, and he requested if I could increase the federal funding that was authorized under this legislation from 75% to 90%. We're increasing it to 100% of all the costs to be covered by the federal government for both the fire management assistance grants and the elements of what they call the disaster declaration. So today I'm announcing that the federal government will cover 100% of the cost for 180 days. This is going to pay for things like debris and hazard material removal, temporary shelters, first responders' salaries, and all necessary measures to protect life and property. And folks, I want to underscore, I told the governor and local officials, spare no expense to do what they need to do and contain these fires and in their communities that have really been devastating. I also want everyone in Southern California to know we're going to keep at it. We're sticking with this. We expect there may be a temporary break in the winds, but in some areas the winds are likely to continue well into next week. For the families who have been impacted by this disaster, you're living through a nightmare, I know. And I promise you we're going to help you get through this and eventually recover and rebuild. So I'm going to make an appeal right now to the United States Congress. They're going to have to step up when we ask for more help to get these people the kind of shelter they need, to get the kind of help they need, because it really does matter. And you guys do, I'm not being solicitous, you all do a hell of a job. Mm-hmm. And we've learned, unfortunately, so much. And there is, in case you haven't noticed, there is global warming. It does change weather patterns.
Well, as the Californian at the table, thank you for all of the leadership that everyone here has provided, starting with our president. We are beyond the point of calling it fire season.
Yeah, that's right.
We really, and we're seeing this around the country, that whereas years before we would talk about a particular season of extreme weather, we are seeing that it doesn't matter what month of the year, we should be ready. And we have to adapt to this changing climate. For example, fire hydrants are pretty much built to deal with an individual house fire, not with a wildfire that is taking on entire residential communities, where these homes are providing the fuel for that fire to grow. We have to put more resources into our fire departments and firefighters, understanding that we are asking a lot of them that traditionally they never had to do. And because of their commitment to their profession, they are attempting to rise to the moment of crisis. But we need to put more resources into those individual professionals and into the departments that sustain that work with the mission that is such an important mission in times like this.